Jenny and Marcus would be positioned nearby, ready to move if things went wrong. And while Ella was focused on their meeting, Marcus's team would be hitting her operations simultaneously. Ava arrived 15 minutes early, wearing a simple black dress that was elegant but practical. She could run in these shoes if necessary. Ella arrived exactly on time. She was stunning, platinum blonde hair cut in that sharp asymmetrical bob, ice blue eyes assessing everything. She wore white suede, which somehow made her look more dangerous rather than innocent. Ava, Ella said warmly, like they were old friends. You look well. Motherhood suits you. Ella. Ava remained standing. Or should I call you Elena? Either works. Though I prefer Ella now. It's more honest. She gestured to the table. Shall we sit? They sat across from each other, two queens facing off over expensive china and fresh flowers. Why? Ava asked simply. Why send Jenny? Why threaten my sons? Why any of this? Ella's smile was cold. Because 5 years ago, you broke my heart. And no one breaks my heart without consequences. We had an affair that lasted 2 months. I ended it kindly. Kindly? Ella's laugh was sharp. You discarded me. Told me you couldn't afford distractions. That your empire mattered more than what we had. It did. I was building something. You chose your ambition over me. For the first time, real emotion cracked through Ella's composure. I loved you. I would have given you everything. But you threw me away like I was nothing. Ava took a careful breath. I'm sorry I hurt you. But that was 5 years ago, Ella. You've spent half a decade planning revenge for a relationship that barely existed. It existed to me. Ella's ice blue eyes glittered dangerously. So, I decided if I couldn't have you, I'd destroy you. Slowly. Methodically. I trained the perfect weapon to break your heart the way you broke mine. Jenny. Jenny. Beautiful, deadly loyal. I molded her specifically for you. I knew your type, strong, mysterious, dangerous but damaged. She was perfect. Ella leaned forward. Tell me, how did it feel? Falling in love with her? Trusting her? Letting her into your life, your bed, your family? Ava's hands clenched under the table. And how did it feel when she chose me over you? That hit. Ella's expression went cold. A temporary setback. Jenny was mine for 8 years. She'll be mine again. She's not yours. She's not anyone's. She's her own person. She's a weapon I created. She's a woman you manipulated. Ava stood, unable to sit still anymore. You found a desperate, grieving teenager and shaped her into a killer. You made her dependent on you, made her believe she had no other purpose. That's not love, Ella. That's abuse. I gave her purpose. Power. Everything she has, she owes to me. She owes you nothing. Ava leaned on the table, meeting Ella's gaze directly. And neither do I. Yes, I ended our relationship. But what you've done since, threatening children, trying to destroy lives, that's on you. Your choices. Your obsession. Ella stood as well, her composure cracking further. You don't get to judge me. You don't get to. Her phone buzzed. Then again. And again. Ella pulled it out, and Ava watched her face go white as she read the messages. What did you do? Ella demanded. Exactly what you do. While you were focused on me, my people hit 6 of your operations simultaneously. Your money laundering fronts, your supply networks, your information brokers. All of it. Gone. Ella's hand shook with rage. You. I'm giving you a choice, Ava interrupted. Walk away. Leave the city. Rebuild somewhere else. Or stay and watch me dismantle everything you've built, piece by piece. Because I'm done being your victim, and I'm done letting you hurt the people I love. This isn't over. Yes, it is. Because if you come near me, near Jenny, near my sons ever again, I won't just destroy your empire. I'll make sure everyone knows who you are and what you've done. No more shadows. No more hiding. You'll be exposed. Ella stared at her, ice blue eyes filled with fury and something else. Hurt. The wounded pride of someone who'd gambled everything on revenge and lost. You'll regret this. Ella said finally. Maybe. But my sons will be safe. And that's all that matters. Ella turned to leave, then paused. Jenny was the best thing I ever created. You don't deserve her. Probably not. But I'll spend every day trying to. Ella walked away without another word. Ava stood there, heart pounding, until she felt a hand on her shoulder. Jenny, who'd been watching from a distance. Is it over? Jenny asked quietly. For now. Marcus's team got everything we needed. Ella's operations are crippled. She'll have to retreat and rebuild, which will take years. And if she comes back, then we deal with it. Together. Ava turned to face her. Jenny, I need you to understand something. What Ella did to you, training you from 15, making you dependent on her, that wasn't love. That was control. I know that now. Being with you showed me the difference. Good. Because I need you to be sure. Sure that you're choosing this life, choosing us, because it's what you want. Not because you're trading one form of dependence for another. Jenny cupped Ava's face gently. I'm sure. With Ella, I was a weapon. With you, I'm human. There's no comparison. Ava kissed her then. There on the rooftop, no longer caring who saw. When they pulled apart, both were smiling. Let's go home, Ava said. The boys have been asking for you. Home, Jenny repeated, like she was testing the word. I like the sound of that. 6 months later, life looked completely different. Ava had officially walked away from her criminal enterprises. With Marcus's help, she dismantled her operations carefully, paying off debts, settling accounts, ensuring no power vacuum that would spark violence. It had taken months of careful maneuvering, but she was finally free. They'd moved to a house in the suburbs, nothing ostentatious, just a comfortable home with a yard where the boys could play. Leo and Luca lived normal lives. Jenny had struggled more with the transition. After years of being a weapon, being ordinary felt strange. But Ava had been patient, and slowly, Jenny learned what it meant to just be a person. A partner. A parent. Because that's what she'd become. Not officially, not legally yet, but in every way that mattered. Mama Jenny, can you help me with my homework? Leo called from upstairs. Coming. Ava watched from the kitchen as Jenny bounded up the stairs and felt her heart swell. This ordinary domestic chaos was worth more than any empire she'd built. Her phone buzzed. An unknown number. She almost didn't answer, but something made her pick up. Ava. Ella's voice, tight with barely controlled emotion. I just wanted you to know. I'm leaving. The country. Starting over somewhere far from here. Ava was quiet for a moment. Then she said, Good luck, Ella. Ella laughed softly. You did. You actually did. I should have known you'd be honorable even in victory. It was never about victory, Ella. It was about protecting my family. I know. And that's why you won. A pause. Goodbye, Ava. For real this time. The line went dead. Ava stood there for a moment, processing. Then she deleted the number and went upstairs. She found Jenny in Leo's room, helping him build a model volcano with Lucas supervising. They were laughing. What? Jenny asked, noticing Ava's expression. Nothing. Just, I love you. All of you. The boys grinned. Jenny's smile was softer, more intimate. We love you too, Mom, Lucas said matter-of-factly. Later that night, after the boys were asleep, Ava and Jenny stood in the sitting room. Ella called. Ava said quietly, She's leaving. Going somewhere far away. Jenny stiffened. How do you feel about that? Relieved. You? Same. Jenny, you're remarkably compassionate considering what she did. I learned that from you. Jenny traced patterns on Ava's arm. You could have killed her. Could have destroyed her completely. But you gave her a chance to walk away. Everyone deserves a second chance. Even assassins sent to kill you? Ava smiled. Especially them. Turns out they make excellent girlfriends. Jenny laughed and pulled her into a kiss. It started sweet but quickly deepened, hands beginning to wander. The boys are asleep, Jenny murmured against her lips. Are you suggesting something, Miss Hartwell? Maybe. If you're interested, Ms. Moretti, come here, I have a surprise for you. They went into the family room. Ava pulled Jenny into a deep kiss, memorizing their lips. They made love slowly, tenderly, relearning each other's bodies in the safety of their own home. When Ava entered her with gentle fingers, Jenny's gasp was pure pleasure. When Jenny's mouth closed over Ava's breast, tongue circling the sensitive peak, Ava's back arched beautifully. They brought each other to climax quietly, mindful of the sleeping children down the hall, hands covering mouths to muffle moans. Afterward, they lay tangled together, sweaty and satisfied. "This is everything," Jenny whispered. "This life, this family, you. It's everything I never knew I wanted." "Me too. Do you ever miss it? The power, the empire?" Ava thought about it honestly. "Sometimes. But then I remember what I have now, and there's no comparison. I'd rather have this. Us, the boys, boring PTA meetings and soccer games, than all the power in the world." "Good. Because you're stuck with us now." "Promise." "Promise." They fell asleep wrapped around each other, safe in the knowledge that they'd fought for this life and won. Outside, the suburbs slept peacefully. Inside, a family rested, imperfect, complicated, but deeply, truly loved.